Hey guys, this is the third part of my favorites for 2014. And again, let me do the little disclaimer that I have been sick, and so my voice is scruffy, and sorry about that. So, disclaimer done. Okay, this part of the video is going to be on toiletries and kind of prep for makeup. I just did one on makeup. And before that, I gave you the fragrances, both in candles and perfumes, that were favorites for 2014, as well as what was in there. I don't remember. But anyway, check those out. And this one, again, is for kind of prepping for makeup. So it's everything from shower to skincare. So let's get started. In the shower, what do I love? I, hands down, have fallen in love with Redken products all over again. I love Color Extend. I do color my hair, and besides, it just smells so stinking good. I went ahead and bought it in this super big size. I always put things next to my face so you know about how big it is. But and you can buy these little pumps, and it just makes it so easy in the shower to get ready. So I get both the shampoo and the conditioner. Of the two, my favorite smell is the shampoo. They do not smell exactly the same. I absolutely love this product, and I do believe it makes a difference in my hair. It does help hold the hair longer, but it also just, I feel like it's really good and clean and very moisturized when I get it out. Very in good condition. I forgot to bring it in here. My favorite kind of spray to get me some lift is the Chi Lift, Volume Lift. I did not bring it in here. It's the red pump, and it's my favorite for getting a little bit of lift. I need to get my hair trimmed out because it's so long on top that it just has no lift anymore. But as I am working with my hair after I put on my Chi and I'm drying it, first of all, I love me this wet brush. You guys, it will not tangle your hair. Go get one of these. You can just brush straight through, and it just, I don't care where is a tangle, it just goes straight through it. So you don't even need a comb. So I wanted to show you that. It's called the wet brush, so get you one of those. But when I'm working with my hair, again, these are two Redken products. Number one, I love the Fashion Work, which is number 12. And this is, once I've got it kind of how I want to style it, I spray it, and then I just kind of shape it just a little bit. This is kind of for a shaping spray. And it has a light hold, but it's still very flexible. And then when I want to cement it in place, once I've got it all nice and shaped up the way I want it, then I use number 28, Control Addict, and this is a hard hold hairspray, which I usually mainly do for the crown and then kind of just to poof up the top. I try not to put a hard hold throughout the longer parts of my hair. Another one that I love and I just keep getting is the Professional Sebastian Shaper and Shaper Plus. They're good, workable, just like those Redken ones. This smells so stinking good. It smells like hairspray should smell. I don't think I like it quite as much as the 12, though. I think that I like the Redken 12 better because I just got this again, and I still feel like this works with my hair better. So that's those. One other thing that while I'm in the shower, my favorite shower gel to use with just a basic scrunchie is Victoria's Secret Pure Seduction shower wash. I tried all the other stuff that goes with it, and out of that, the only thing that I like besides the shower wash is the body spray, Pure Seduction. And it all looks just like this. The smell, it makes you smell like candy. I absolutely love it. It's a pleasure to take a shower and smell this. And I do use this as a body spray, and that, I mean, like kind of anywhere from here down, any place that I like to spray, back, wherever. Just because, when you sweat, you don't want to smell like sweat. So this is my body spray. But I keep it kind of below the chest because I do like wearing perfume. As y'all saw, my favorite perfume for 2014 is Boucheron. This doesn't compete with it, but I just don't, I don't use it, a body spray up here. Okay, so room sprays. I don't normally do this, but I have some favorites this year. This is one of my all-time favorites, but I think you actually pronounce that Tim's, not Times, is Gold Leaf. It smells almost like perfume. It's like a room perfume. But I really do like this, and it looks very pretty sitting on my counter. As you know, all my trims are in brass, and so I love the gold look. of things. I have gold and crystal and black in my bathroom. But it's a close second to that, um, made by White Barn, and I get this at Bath and Body Works, is, and y'all have probably seen this, Japanese cherry blossom. This just smells so good and homey and sweet and cozy, and it's just a good in general. It doesn't, have like a scent that everybody wouldn't like. It's a really good scent. So I like those two air freshener sprays. Okay, so now I'm getting ready for my face to put on makeup. And to get off any residual eye makeup, this is my Cleansing Milk by Lancome. It's all in French, but it's Comforting Milky Cream Cleanser for dry skin. I do not use this for my skin. I use just a smidgen pump. I barely even pump this on a flannel, as the British say. Here we say a wash rag or washcloth. And I just go back under my eyes and on my lid and just make sure I've gotten everything off my skin as far as any kind of eye makeup, because I do wear waterproof. And even though when I first get it off, once I take a shower, there's still always a little bit of a residual, and that's how I get it off. But as far as cleansing at night, hands down, I have fallen in love with this product. I haven't checked out the rest of the line. I probably should, but this is the Exuviance Gentle Cleansing Cream. It smells good. It doesn't smell as good as the Lancome. But boy, when you wipe this off with a hot washcloth, your skin, like when I'm laying in bed, I sit there and feel my face. It makes it so soft and it gets so clean. I absolutely love this product and I highly recommend it. It is my favorite. And I think this is going to be year to year. This isn't just this year favorite. Okay, and then once I got my face good and clean, I start wanting to put on some moisturizers. I don't use toner. I do have the Chanel toner, but I think it's part of the LeBlanc line. I don't feel like it makes that much difference. Maybe I need to talk to a skincare specialist and let them explain to me why I'm wrong about that. But I feel like this makes a difference, and this is the Chanel. By the way, I know these are two expensive items. That's why it's only two that I use, and I have really fussed with myself lately about using them, but I'm going to tell you why I stick to these in just a minute. The Ultra Correction Line Repair, and this is an anti-wrinkle eye cream, and it's a pump, which I like pumps better than pots or jars, really, for eye cream. And basically, you just do a tiny smidgen pump of it. You put it, I use my middle finger instead of my ring finger. I just like it better. And then I pat it on, and then I rub it back and forth all the way up to my crow's feet, rub it in real good, back down. And I do that several times, come in a little bit, and I do it and do it and do it until I have rubbed this in. So I massage it in. Some people say you just pat it on because this is such delicate skin, and it is delicate skin, but this is, for one thing, very expensive, and it makes a difference if you massage it and get it good into the tissues. Don't tug, just lightly rub, and I mean go back and forth and then rub it in and massage it in. And then at the end, I do pat it because I do think it gives a better finish when you pat it. And then if I have any left on my finger, I do right between my brow where that little worry wrinkle comes up, and right at my Cupid's bow where that wrinkles can come up on either side of your face, where these little wrinkles can come up. These are structural wrinkles I found out from my dermatologist. She says no cream in the world is going to change this, and really, if you do any kind of a facelift for this, you'd have to do it all over to get the whole look. You just have to accept some wrinkles, guys, unless you have the money to do a full facelift, because if you just do a few things, yeah, that would be gone, but then you're still going to see this and this and this. So I guess you have to pick what's your worst thing, but if you're going to go ahead and do any kind of surgeries, and, if you got the money for it, great power to you. I mean, if I lose the weight and this hangs, I might tuck it. I don't know. Nothing looks worse than, as you're a person who enjoys doing beauty and makeup, excuse me, to start seeing yourself age, and that nothing you can do can kind of get rid of that. So I've noticed, like, on my hands, there's little age spots, and I love doing my nails. And it's just like in every picture, it shows up. And, yeah, it just kind of, I've always had kind of wrinkly fingers. And then also you get these little knobs from arthritis, I guess, is starting. That's actually from writing. I think most people have that. But I'm starting to get little kind of knobs in my fingers. It's like, if I could do something about it, I would, if I had the money. So the next product I do on my face for skincare And again, this is very expensive, y'all. I'll just be honest with you, but it just makes a difference. This is Le Lift Cream Riche. It is my best moisturizer. And it does something, I'll put it this way, it doesn't do something that other creams seem to do that are rich creams. This is a very rich cream. Yeah, super rich. I absolutely love it. Even of the Chanel lines, this was the most different one. But once I put it on and I start doing other things like doing my makeup, it doesn't sweat. And I found other moisturizing creams sweat. I mean, like, you feel moist and dewy, but it's a gross feeling. I don't like it. This does not do that. This is a very fine, it's what you're paying for, I'm sure, and also this beautiful glass jar and the Chanel name, but really, this does make a difference. And that, plus this, is my skincare. Besides taking my makeup off at night with the exuviance, which I do think helps, and taking off any additional eye makeup with the Lancome cleansing milk. So those 4 things. Then once I start putting on makeup, I have to say, hands down, I love the IT Cosmetic Creamy Concealer and Brightener. They're on opposite ends. They are doe foot application, and I absolutely love them. Once I put them on, then I use its brush for this, and this is what it looks like. This is the perfect concealer brush for blending it in. Again, I go all the way out, and then I dab it back down. And I do the little triangle that you're supposed to do where you come out right here. And then, I didn't bring it with me, but the Bye Bye Pores powder, which is very, very fine powder. Once I let that, dry, I will powder right underneath and dust it out real, real good. But let it dry first. If you don't, it does look cakey. So let it dry first. And I would actually say, even before I do that, I do put on my base first. This is hands down my favorite ever. And for the same exact reason that I said about Chanel's cream, I feel this way about this foundation. It's light. It doesn't make me feel heavy and sweaty, and it doesn't feel like it wipes off on everything that I touch. It's light, but it's full coverage. I mean, it does a good job of covering up my age spots, splotchiness, and I put it on with, I was going to show you this later, but I use an IT Cosmetics brush. I do have Chanel brushes, and I do have Sigma brushes, but I've fallen in love with this IT Cosmetic Velvet Luxe Flawless Face number 311. And I literally shake this up real good. That's the application of it. And I just put a couple of drops on there, like maybe 3 drops. And I just paint straight down, because that's the way your hairs grow, on both sides. And then I go under my nose, over my nose, go up, come down here. Then I start swirling it in and really working it in, and then I end up on my scalp last. I don't do a whole lot, forehead. I don't do a lot of forehead base, just because I have bangs, and I don't want to put on a whole lot of extra makeup. I do always drop the jaw and then do this to make sure that I blend out that line and come underneath, and then go down my neck and get it basically until there's nothing left on the brush. I just go down my neck to really get it off. And I use MAC brush cleanser, all-time favorite, and you will need that with something this dense for a brush, by the way. It takes a really good spot cleaner for that. So this is hands down the color I use is number 22 Beige Rose, and it's the Perfection Lumiere Velvet. I did do the Agua for a long time, Aqua or Agua, I don't know how it's actually pronounced, but the Velvet to me has a much better finish, and that is what I have on. And then if I need powder for my face, which I don't typically do that, I just use that for touch-up during the day, I do use the Chanel Double Perfection powder. And again, actually, I do my highlighter after. If I use concealer, I don't typically use concealer. I typically just use the highlighting brightener. I keep saying highlighter. It's the brightener end that I use under my eyes, do the triangle under my eyes. Swish it out with this, let it all dry after I've buffed it in good. And then I use the Bye Bye Pores powder, and I'm done. I do use a Urban Decay primer potion, and this one I think is called Eden. And I do use that before I put on eyeshadows. Anyway, that's it for face. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next